Welcome to the Spirit Podcast broadcast, your weekly feed of random blabber, conversation, and all-around good fun and what's going on near Arapahoe. I'm AC, alongside Zach Goodman, Jack Adamson, and Dakota Downs. Once again, welcome back to Spirit Broadcast Podcast. We're happy to have you, and happy Groundhog's Day. What?
This is the first one.
This is the first official.
We don't talk about the one that we filmed.
Oh, yeah.
It's Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, happy Groundhog's Day. I don't know whether today or not the groundhog actually, looked out of his hole.
I think his hole was
Did he see his shadow?
Yeah,
now,
we
what
got
does seeing
6
the shadow entail?
That means
Zach?
we got 6 more weeks of winter. It doesn't really matter though. I mean, it's
I feel like in Colorado, you're always going to have 6 more weeks of winter. You know what I mean? There's no groundhog, going, yeah, we're going to get sunshine. No. After this morning's ice storm, I am convinced we are not going to see sun for a while.
That groundhog's hole was frozen over. I don't think he was able to get out of it.
There you go, yeah.
maybe I'll tell you. I was driving to school today, turning left, and it just would not stop turning. I was like, I'm about to hit this mailbox, and it's 6 o'clock a.m. before 0 hours. Like, I don't want to ring a doorbell. Like, it's 6 o'clock a.m. Be like, yeah, I just ran the door. Thing over. But
Well, if you ran in the door, you don't need to ring the doorbell. I think they know that you're there.
That's true. That's true. But it wasn't it was the mailbox.
I was walking here, and I wanted to go grab my skates. Like, I was slipping around. It was a
Yeah,
blast.
Meyer had a great talk about it. Like, they're usually Midwest, ice storms. And he just put it in perspective, saying, like, this is nothing. And I think that's so weird for Colorado people to accept because we're so used to the extreme heat, extreme cold.
That's
but I
true.
don't think we have a lot of really big ice storms.
No, I mean, if you're talking about, like the Midwest ice storms, you're thinking of like Kansas and stuff like that. I had some Kansas ice over my rental car, which I currently have, and oh my gosh, probably 2 inches thick of ice, blades frozen down shut, or wipers, excuse me. I mean, just talk about just unbelievable. Now, if you want us to talk about extreme cold as well, you got to talk about Chicago, right?
It's
Chicago,
the humidity.
it's the humidity that makes it feel
kills it,
cold, right? Colorado, you got the sun out, but it's 30 degrees. It feels like 45, So, yeah, I can't really say too much, I think this ice storm was bad, but nothing we should worry about. Let's talk about the Super Bowl here. What do we got going on for the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, we have the New England Patriots and taking on the Atlanta Falcons, and Tom Brady won back my heart this week. You know why? Because that kid asked him that question in the interview by saying, a lot of people say you're their hero, who's your hero? And that got Tom in tears. And as a long time Bronco fan, I was pulling heartstrings.
You gotta love Tom Brady. I know a lot of people, if you were to put a picture of Tom Brady up, it'd be Tom Brady in UGG boots with Giselle, his very attractive wife. But when I think of Tom Brady, I think of the perfect human being. And Tom Brady's just done it all. He's good looking. He can throw a football, that's for sure. And you know what? He's good at what he does. And, you got to admire somebody like that. And I know for sure he works his butt off. So if you ask me, I'd say Tom Brady he deserves the Super Bowl. I mean, he came in late into the season, ready to work. Obviously, last year was its own little, or 2 years ago, excuse me, was its own little conundrum. But, I think Tom's going to be here to stay for a little bit.
What's stunning to me is that Tom Brady's the greatest football player to ever live. He's making a ton of money playing football.
That's true.
And his wife is making more money than him.
Oh, wow.
Can you get a fact check on that?
Yeah.
Fact check. Gazelle makes more than Tom Brady.
True.
Gazelle, I mean, isn't she wasn't she part of the Olympics? Wasn't she like Brazil's
She
woman
looks
of
like-
the year or
she
something
looks
like that?
like
She was
an
in the
athlete.
Olympics, wasn't she?
Fact check.
Was Gazelle in the Olympics? Not in the Olympics, but she was actually featured in.
She was in the stands.
Absolutely.
No,
There's a difference. Hey,
That was the only thing I
in
watched
Rio.
was the stands.
I want to be another fact check. There's a difference between in the Olympics and visiting and watching the
No.
Olympics.
She was in the opening ceremony, wasn't she? Google that right now. I want to see those fingers typing.
Fact
boy.
check.
She was in the Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
Yup,
Wow.
Giselle. Yep,
Yep.
Giselle, right there.
Took center stage during the Olympic opening.
Yup, she took center stage. She is the woman of Rio de Janeiro.
Every
She's
month.
like
Talk about that.
Miss
If we-
America or
now, do you
something?
think? Now, this is my next discussion
Of
point.
Brazil.
Do you think if we had the Olympics here in Colorado, or not Colorado, it just in the United States, that we'd have Tom Brady featured? Because I don't think we
No.
would. I don't think we'd feature that.
Well, there's a little bit of a difference.
I mean, the
we might
Starbucks
have-
latte and some mug
Yeah, but we might
Who's
have
like
like
a
Kate
uni-
Upton feature, but I mean, we wouldn't have Tom Brady.
No, no.
feature.
Who's like a universally loved? Doesn't have to be
American?
celebrity, but just person.
Donald Trump?
Not what? Donald Trump.
Thanks, Reese.
Who would you have
Cast
center
your vote.
stage in the middle of the Olympics for the opening ceremony? If you ask me, I'd probably say somebody like Jonah Hill, Will Ferrell, those guys.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson.
That's Mr. America right there.
You know, really anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
that's the guy you want.
Or we could just have a huge dude with like a bucket of KFC, because that pretty much says, that says America like that.
That Rob guy who dresses up as, you know, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Okay, how about that one guy who's always like talking about Dr. Pepper in the college football playoffs, dude? I like that guy.
Oh yeah, he's a nice dude.
Yeah, he's
He just comes running on stage and hands the moderator a Dr. Pepper. And
That's
then,
America right there.
Or you know what we could have? LeBron James.
But he's
Honestly.
gonna be in the Olympics.
By the way, what do you guys think of the LeBron James Charles Barkley dispute? Did you guys hear about that?
I think
LeBron.
LeBron's 21st century, Charles is old school. I mean, he's just saying what he thinks, and that's his job as an analyst. You know,
Yeah.
he's being a little petty right now, and then LeBron, he's a hater.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on.
if you think, so the whole dispute was, correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, Charles Barkley was talking about LeBron James because LeBron James had claimed he wants a playmaker.
Yep.
Charles Barkley said all he does is whine, and he does not deserve that because that's all he does.
I don't know what he's complaining about. I mean, J.R. Smith can make a play. Kyrie Irving is one of the best players in the game, and Kevin Love is still really good.
Yeah, so was he complaining? Debatable, but he said he wanted something, and his response was to Charles Barkley was, I played the game for, what was it, 21 years, right? Not 21, 14 years. Yeah, 14 years, and I,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
yeah, played the game for 14 years, and never got in trouble. I respect the game.
Yeah.
And he said he's ignoring the haters. Haters is in Charles Barkley.
Well, I mean, look at Charles's team. You know, the Suns in the early '90s. They didn't. I mean, it was Jordan's world back then. I mean, they were all just living in it. But today's NBA, it's just pooling good players into one team. Like the Golden State Warriors, getting Kevin Durant.
Making a dynasty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how much money are you willing to spend on these players?
Well, that's
So LeBron going out and saying that when they're already dropping an insane amount of money on him, Kyrie, JR, Tristan Thompson,
All right, so
that's
would you-
another playmaker.
Now, would you propose this then? LeBron James's pay gets lowered for room to make.
He
for
would need to
another
come out and
playmaker.
say that.
that would be his decision because he's
Yeah.
the he's.
I mean,
he's
he wants
gonna
it so
make
bad,
it
respects the
very
game. Why does he do that?
Because they're obsessed with money.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face facts. I mean, there's a lot of money these players are asking for, and that's why I think Kevin Durant went to
I'm telling you
Golden State.
right now, the NBA, money-wise and viewer-wise, they're going up. But I think eventually they're going to plummet just because of the fact that before the season even started, I could have told you that Golden State and Cleveland are going to match up in the finals, and I would put a lot of money on Golden State and Cleveland matching up in the finals.
Yeah,
There's
betting
no-
anymore is
But there's no other sport where you can just go, oh, I think it's. I mean, it's even if you bet on the Patriots, which is like always a good bet. I mean, they don't make it every year.
But
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
still
that's
gonna
the
be
thing. They're like homebred. You know, they got Tom Brady as a 6th-round draft pick from Michigan. Am I correct on that? Yeah. And they raised him, and they got Belichick when he was early. His
That's true.
anniversary
They
was just a
grown
couple
up.
days
Yeah,
ago.
totally.
They didn't just pool all these players. They didn't.
They don't
you know,
trade for anyone.
Yeah, they didn't just get like Odell.
They honestly, yeah, you're right. They honestly like home grew it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
They got
some would say
Jimmy
for
Collins
MLB, it'd
to
be a
start.
farm
Yeah,
system,
yeah.
or the equivalent of that, like what the Royals did. You know,
What the Rockies are doing.
and what the Rockies are attempting to do. But yeah. Now wait, what are the events in the decathlon? If you can refresh my
Can
memory.
we get a fact check on that?
Decathlon.
I know they have the javelin. They got the
Shot put,
Shot put,
discus, and
is
then
it-
they
is-
run.
There's a run. Is there a bike? Is there a bicycle section?
No,
that's
no, they do.
triathlon.
No,
There's a
they-
bicycle section.
There
There's
it
No,
not.
is.
that's triathlon.
The triat. No, we're talking decathlon.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
10 different things.
I know they had the hurdles. They had a marathon.
They do have a lot of similar stuff. They have like a sprint, a hurdles, a marathon, and then and then they start going into like javelin, discus. Man, Holmes, you got anything over there? Fact checker.
100 meters, long jump, shot put, high jump, more running, distance throw, pole vault, javelin throw. It's mostly those. I mean, there's no other bike things or anything like that.
There's no biking. Yeah, it's the.
I
it's
honestly
the
just
running.
like the Iron Man or something like that.
What's a biathlon? What do they do in that?
Never heard of
I
that.
don't think
Skiing
by
and shooting. That's
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's the-
skiing and shooting.
Yeah, it's in the
Like
winter.
skiing.
So skiing down a mountain.
No,
Or
it's like,
skiing.
it's like a cross country.
Yeah, you do it- you're a
You
cross
have a
country
rifle and you
skier,
stop at certain
And then at
spots.
every spot you like stop and you have a rifle on your back and you shoot them. Not
That's
shoot,
actually kind of cool.
Not shoot people.
That
you
is
shoot.
unbelievable.
Like marksmanship after running like an insane.
That's actually okay. That's actually impressive.
Yeah.
I'd like to see if we could put some footage in here of somebody coming down a hill skiing.
I like
And
it.
then
It's
shooting
not a hill,
skeets.
It's like a track.
Like a track,
Snow.
okay.
And they just sort of go around the circle and shoot different spots.
You know what cross country skiers?
What's cross country? What?
The cross country skiers. So the one they have the really long skis and they're on a flat surface. So they just like push off. Like
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like skating almost.
Do you know what I think is a really fun sport to watch in the Olympics now that we're there, even though it's 2 years away? Is the Apollo Ono? What is it? Like race
Speed
skating?
skating?
Speed
Speed
skating.
Oh,
I think that's
So-
cool, dude.
No, I love it when they
That's
have
cool
all.
stuff.
I don't like it as much when there's just two people like racing against time. It's better when they have the like all in
The
one
pack?
big group. Yeah, they're in a pack,
Huh.
and they're literally just like.
Oh, and it's a cluster. Yeah.
I don't even know how they're doing it. They're
They get
literally
like
just
30
all on the
degrees
side.
from the ground. Yeah, no, that's pretty crazy.
It's just their speed's keeping
You
them
wouldn't
up.
think they'd have to be in really good shape, but it came out that Apollo Antonello had like 2% body fat or something like
Are you
that.
Oh, I
serious?
guarantee
Yeah.
that.
I actually imagine, honestly, if he was part of a Subway commercial,
I mean, there's not too
he's got to
many-
be built. Michael Phelps?
Yeah, Jared
Bill.
Fogle was also part of
No, not oh, jeez. No, I'm talking about the
Sorry, we'll
athlete
cut that out.
sponsored. Yeah, cut that
I'm
out.
leaving that in.
I'm saying the sponsors of Subway. School dance.
Well,
All right,
Lights-
I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
Yes.
I agree.
Well, if you'd like to know the school
NCAA
dance.
signing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, signing. Yeah, let's talk about that. I think that was.
Signing day. Okay, so a lot of great talent signed to Arapahoe. Signing this could be its own segment, by the way. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of great talent signed on yesterday, February the 1st, right?
Congratulations to all.
Congratulations to
our-
all of them, yes.
Yeah, good job.
There are a few sister school signings that we are very proud of. Matt McClurg, OSU,
Mhm.
go Pokes, very good. But in terms of Arapahoe, we actually have a lot of solid. We had a few D1s, Chase Douglas,
Griffin and Laurel Eve.
Griffin and Laura Lieber, Cindy Max, and a Colgate.
Kadesh at Western
Um,
State's a low D1, isn't it?
I believe it might be D2 or D1 AA. It might be like Montana State.
What is Western State? Fact check. What is Western State?
Who's
They're D2 Rocky Mountain Division.
yeah?
D2,
So they're with
okay.
like Mesa and all of them. So yeah. So congrats to Connor Desch too.
Yep.
Our
QB1.
our savior, Connor
go.
Desch, yes, QB1. We also had a lot of good D3 signees and D2 signees.
Yep.
Kaylee Barber, Maddie Strecker, Adams State, Jake Jones.
Jake Jones. Yep. Good
Three
for
baseball
him.
players: Reed Conan, Scout Mounts, and Cole Carmen.
Yep, Cole going to Concordia, Reed going to APU, Azusa Pacific, out in Cali, beautiful school, D2, very good. And then there's
Yeah,
also
Mounts.
Scott Mounts,
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's in Nebraska. So, or was it Nebraska or Kansas?
I think it's in Kansas. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Kansas City. So, so congrats to all of them. I think we actually have a lot of good talent. I think there was more signees this year than there was last year, if I am not mistaken.
There's a lot of later signees next year. We'll see how many kids
Yeah.
sign in the.
I do know Ryan Hendricks will sign, a fellow baseball
He
player.
will?
He'll sign to Hastings
Ziola,
College.
Ziola's going to Doan, isn't he?
Yep, Ziola signed to Doan for football and baseball, actually. So very good job to Ziola there.
He'll be a busy man.
Yeah, he will be busy. I did, okay, timeout, yeah. I did see Split
Is it good?
opening night,
Is it good?
and I have to say, M. Night Shyamalan is coming back. That's what it is. M. Night Shyamalan had, he fell short in a few movies, but I believe Split, hey, as of recent, but I think Split put me over the edge. I absolutely loved it. not as scary as you think, but the atmosphere it creates is so interesting and so cool. I was absolutely in love with the movie, more intrigued than I was scared, if anything.
James
Uh,
McAvoy's a great actor.
James
That dude
McAvoy's an
is
insane actor. Did you know that he actually, when he did those, he got picked up late in the cast, so he had to like, what do you call it? What do you call it off the top of your head?
Improv?
Yeah, he had to improv most of the characters.
What is it, like 23 different persons?
23 different personalities, and the 24th is vaguely similar to some of them, but yeah. And they all have different accents, lifestyles, dresses, everything like that.
That guy is an actor that, like, the movie can be terrible, but he's like the one silver lining in it because he can do all these crazy things.
Yeah, no, I was absolutely pleased by that movie. I thought it
Extremely
was,
underrated.
I think it was, yeah, extremely underrated. I thought that movie was absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's still in theaters, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it tomorrow night.
Yeah, you will not be displeased. because
How does
that's a
it-
heck of a movie.
How does the movie compare to the original M. Night Shyamalan movies? Was
Like
it
Sixth
good? Or-
Sense?
Yeah, something like Sixth
Sixth
Sense,
Sense.
or like.
If you ask me, it was better than Sixth Sense. I'd only seen a little bit of Sixth Sense, but if you ask me from what I
Did
saw,
you see the end?
no, I did not.
Okay,
Is the ending just that much
that's what
It's
makes
like-
it Sixth Sense.
Yeah, that's why.
unbelievable? Unbelievable. You guys set me up for this. I think it's. I'm gonna tell you this much, Jack. You will like it more than Sixth Sense, and I have only seen parts of Sixth Sense.
Okay.
I promise you that. The ending is absolutely amazing.
One of my personal favorite M. Night Shyamalan movies is The Last Airbender. I love.
Let's really hope it was the last.
Wait, what?
I forgot he directed.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan's
people
Last
forgot that was a movie.
Airbender?
Well, no, they ended it on a cliffhanger. Like they didn't. Like
They thought there
were,
would be gonna be
They
a
were
scene.
just
And then
starting.
it didn't
The city was just starting to get attacked, and then they ended the movie, and then they just never made another movie.
Classic.
So you never know. I mean,
Look out there, 2020 Last Airbender Part 2. Do you know a movie that I heard was pretty good, but it's very controversial? A Dog's Purpose. They released a lot of.
What is it?
But okay, so it's about this dog that goes through multiple lives with the
Like reincarnation?
with different owners. Yeah, so essentially like a reincarnation. But it gets all these different different breeds of dogs and stuff like that. It starts playing different purposes and roles in the humans' lives.
Okay.
So very interesting. Until wait for it, there was footage released of them abusing one of the dogs, pushing it into a rushing river where it was.
Oh yeah,
clearly-
I saw that and I heard about it. That is so sad.
But no, I thought that was pretty interesting because a lot of people end up boycotting it, but it did hit its threshold of now where it is a profitable movie, selling at $18 million on the first opening weekend.
Well, that's interesting because like in Marley and Me, like they had one really sad part when the dog died. But in that, there's got to be
The
like
dog
5.
dies?
In Marley and Me.
It's like 5 different Marley and Me's.
Well, no, it's just,
I don't think it's like
see
that.
It's sad and sad.
The
and
dog
sad.
dies at different stages of its life. It's not like every dog gets dies of old age or anything like that.
Oh, but
They
it's
make it
just sad. I mean,
interesting still.
every dog. I mean, every.
I think it's like ripping
sad.
off a Band-Aid. They make it short enough to where it doesn't hurt as much until you see the final dog pass. Then it'll probably tears everywhere. But Marley and Me, it was like a big hour-and-a-half build-up.
Yeah,
All
so-
to see Marley laying by a tree, and you're like, no, come on! And then finally it passes, and you cry. I didn't cry. I didn't cry. For the record, did not cry. You can fact check that. But
My 8-year-old self did cry.
No one's there to do it.
But yes, so I feel like it's definitely gonna be short enough where they can just kind of cut it, and you're like, oh, I mean that dog was cute, but now it's gone. Now they're on to the next one. So yeah.
Where the red fern grows, that book gets me.
That one, yeah.
I,
The dog-
yeah,
the dog-
I
You
shed
wanna
a tear
talk
in
about-
that
That dog committed suicide because his brother died.
You want
That's
to talk
sad.
about tear jerkers? I Am Legend. I know what you're thinking.
Oh.
What? The dog dying in I Am Legend. I cried so.
Yeah.
I cried so hard.
Well,
and
it's-
then,
Why couldn't Will Smith die? You know, just let the
because
dog.
Will Smith is a god. I'm convinced.
But it's a nice dog.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a dog.
That scene in that movie was worse because he had to do it.
Yeah.
Because
that
like all
turned
these
out
other
to be
movies
bad.
where the dog dies, they die like in their sleep or something.
Yeah.
He had to finish off his dog, and he's holding it, and it's like a 5-minute scene.
I know,
just-
it's awful. Other tear jerkers, any other tear jerkers, guys, for
I
movies?
cried at the end of Force Awakens.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's odd.
Like
We probably
tears of
should cut
joy.
that part out.
Tears of joy.
I'm so-
I was just so
Probably one of
happy.
Darth Vader's scene.
Yeah.
I was pretty emotional. That was.
Thank you, Drew. Another one that I probably teared up in was oh man,
Blindside.
what?
Blindside.
Blindside. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one.
I've never teared up in that one just
I
because
didn't.
it was sad at the start.
But you know
and
now
it
he's
just
making
kept getting
millions.
better.
But now he's making millions.
Like
so.
it was sad at the start and it just kept getting better. So
I
yeah,
also
never-
think
Boy in the striped pajamas.
If you can go through that movie without getting like some sort of emotion welling up in you, you're not
You're
human.
not a
Yeah.
person.
That's a really powerful movie.
that sounds bad.
I'm trying to
You've
think
never
of the
heard
name
of
this
it?
movie.
Oh
I
my
heard.
gosh.
I'd heard of that. I should watch
It
it.
is. That's a tough one.
Not a lot of people have seen this, but Donnie Darko, anyone?
No.
Doesn't that have Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, that's like his first movie, and it's an incredible movie. I really appreciate it. It's confusing, but if you watch it till the end, it's like I
Isn't
don't
the
want to spoil
song?
it.
Isn't the song from it more famous than the actual movie?
It was only more famous because it came out in 9/11, and no one wanted to go see a sad movie.
Oh.
How it became a cult classic and all this.
Do you know what I think is a great movie? Batman Begins. When the parents die, it's at the beginning of the movie. Okay.
It's the beginning of any Batman
But
story.
yeah, it's the beginning of any Batman story. Basically, you know, the Joker's the Joker's like henchmen.
Oh,
Yeah, they end up killing Bruce's parents.
Wait, which
and it's
Batman
Bruce's
Begins?
angel. The Batman Begins with.
Go.
Thank you for tuning into the Spear Broadcast Podcast. I'm Zach Goodman alongside Andrew Carlson, Jack Adamson, and Dakota Downs. And we're missing Zach DeBadges today. He has an illness, filled in for him today. But thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week.